All right.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, we are back.
We have a guest. Yay!
Yay, welcome.
We have
Who's this?
Natalie from A New Aesthetics to talk about all the wonderful things she does. Um, I am Natalie's client and friend, so I'm very blessed to have her in my life. And before we get started, B and I always put a little lip gloss on to make ourselves look pretty.
I should have had mine.
Oh, this is yours.
Love
I
it.
have your lip gloss.
Okay, I'm doing it with
I
you.
know, I should have warned you. I should have
Oh
said,
yeah, we
gloss
always
up
get lip gloss.
before because you look better. Just a
Absolutely.
little gloss adds a little
little,
something something,
little
right?
flavor. The little flavor.
Yeah.
Glow up.
So
We
I
all
guess
want to
we'll go
glow up.
ahead and get started. This is really less about us and Natalie and everything she does and what trends and all that. So Natalie, can you give us a little bit of your background and how you got in this field?
Sure. So I started in 2001. So that's 24 years ago. I was just out of high school and went right into trade school, which is what you can do for aesthetics. I am a licensed esthetician that chose to go more of the medical route, but I did start out working in spas for dermatologists, all kinds of different environments, but started out in the Bay Area in San Francisco. So that's how I got started. Actually, my mom was my influence and my inspiration because when she decided to go back to work after raising us, she was in cosmetics and retail and decided she wanted to get into skin. So she used to come home and tell me what she was learning, ask if she could practice on me. So that's kind of how I got my first view into the field and got interested.
And then how did you go from just a licensed esthetician to the more medical focus? Because, a lot of people aren't necessarily that medically licensed, which is backed, where you have a plastic surgeon that, kind of backs the practice or whatever, however that works, but
Correct.
that kind of
Supervisors.
oversees all that. So, because you have a lot of fun things
Yes.
in your practice, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. Well, it's always evolving at my practice for sure, because so is the industry and so is technology. But the the real turning point, I think, for me was when I was working in spas and seeing clients over and over and realizing I had gotten them as far as I could go because I didn't have the tools.
Mm.
So I just started thinking about what else could I learn? Could I take more classes? Could I work for someone else? And that's when I applied to work for a dermatologist. And so I really learned on the job. There's not technically a license to say you're a medical esthetician. Um, Nowhere in the country can you actually get that. So we're all licensed estheticians, but you can, obviously further your field and your expertise, but there's no official
Mm.
licensing for that. So that's also where you want to be careful of, what
Ah.
people tell you because it really is what you're taught on the job and who you've learned from. You could
Mm.
go to school for the treatments that I do that are more advanced, but you don't get any medical
Mm.
education.
Got it. Got
So
it.
it's just a term that the industry has made up, but
Mm.
I like it because it sets me apart. I'm not just, doing facials.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. And it's more that you were an apprentice almost, right? Like through an apprenticeship, which I think that's really big because nowadays a lot of people aren't doing like apprenticeships where it's this one-on-one and you're really learning from somebody and that hands-on experience. So, I mean, I think that's super important. And people don't understand how hard that is and how beneficial it is to have that apprentice type style learning.
and it takes time because you have
Absolutely.
to see enough kinds of skin and
Hmm.
enough issues in skin to be able to know what do I need to do here? What am I choosing to provide for them? Because there's so many choices. And that's one of the reasons I don't think that people should self diagnose or go online and try to figure out on their own what they should be doing, because that's gotten to where people, we are educated much more than we were as consumers, but you still need a professional because you can
Oh,
do damage to your skin.
absolutely. Absolutely. There's some scary things out there.
Oh yeah, I've had,
And scary trends too.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yeah, scary trends. Oh, speaking of which, hey, we'll go right into that one. What are some trends that are big no-nos, and then also the ones that you're like, yes, those are good ones?
Probably the one that comes top of mind is the beef tallow.
Ah,
Um, that is not made for our skin. It's not regulated by anybody, so there's always risk for infection, things to be in that product that you're not aware of. But also, aside from all that, our skin is mostly water. So to put something that's all fat and oil into the skin, it's gonna seem like it's moisturizing you and it feels so good, but in the long run, you're actually putting a barrier and you're compromising your own skin barrier by doing
mm,
that and congesting your skin. I mean,
oh,
someone who's very, very dry that has no visible pores could probably get away with using it, but that's a really small percentage of people. So I would say that's the big one right now that I get asked about all the time. Um, Another one I think is just the overfilled lips.
yeah.
I'll just come right out and say it.
Oh, yes.
That trend I think should end right now. Um, it was
Yeah.
just like, everyone wanted a big butt and they want a small butt, and big lips and small lips. So that one has always been like, I can't understand, because you can see it. It's obvious. So you must want someone to know that you got your lips done. Where
Yeah.
I'm going for more of a natural look.
Yeah. Remember those big wax lips?
Oh, yes.
That you put.
As
That's
kids,
what people look like. They look like they put
yes.
on these big wax lips.
Well, then there was that filter for a while that you could put that wax
Oh,
face on and you looked exactly like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I know
no.
you've seen someone that really looks like that.
Oh, I have. Go to Newport Beach. Thank you very much. And I've been scared a few times,
Yeah.
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 especially when I used to work in Newport Beach. I was like, "Ooh,
There's a difference between naturally full lips and
yes,
And maybe it's a
overdoing it.
status thing. I've often thought, well, maybe it's a status thing, kind of like your car. Like you want people to know that I put this much into
right,
how I look. But that's just not, if you ask any professional, there are some injectors that will do that and they look that way too. But
yes."
anyway,
I've seen them. I won't tell you what my husband calls those lips.
oh,
Yeah,
There,
that's
there's
I
an
guess,
acronym.
not
Yeah,
for,
I guess
it's not
the
G-rated.
no, it's not G-rated. It's called DSL.
starts with a D. Yeah.
The DSL. Yeah, that's what he calls them. So
Oh dear.
we'll let people figure that out.
Yeah, that's pretty. Oh
True.
my goodness.
Yeah, it's from the husband.
Maybe that's why they're like, yeah, go get it.
Yeah, right? They're like, "Ooh."
No,
Yeah.
it's the opposite. I hear so many women say, my husband he never wants me to get my lips done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the
That's
one
always the
thing.
no-no. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
the no-no.
Yeah.
Just don't. And I've always said that too to girlfriends. I'm like, just stay away.
Yeah.
No, just don't do it.
Yeah. Peptides, lip plumpers, all the things.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
permanent lip color
Permanent filling in.
helps enhance, but nothing else. Ugh.
Hydrating stuff that's hydrating. That's going to make
Mm-hmm.
your lips look better anyways. Yeah. So,
Because that's like one of the things since this is talking about aging,
right?
our skin and our everything dries out as you get older.
It all kind of comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
I
see
know.
like women want to address that area, but you're actually, we don't, as injectors say, and I'm not an injector, but I've worked with them a lot. We don't chase lines, we replace volume. So
Yeah.
we meaning them.
Yes.
But you
Yeah.
don't just fill a line. You go, okay, where did this come from? Well, it came from here. So we're going to lift you here instead
Yeah.
of just filling this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you get it.
Oh yeah, yeah, we totally get it. So yeah, where it's like if I have lines here, you don't want to fill these in. It's like, no, that's not the problem. You got to lift it and put it from up here, right?
Correct. Because what happened is you lost volume in the cheeks. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where you would want to start, is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
But
pulls
you like
everything.
I know one of the things that Natalie and I talk about when people are trying to go to her, I've referred some clients who want to either go right into injectables or go get some kind of plastic surgery. And I always say, no, 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 no. Go to somebody like Natalie first. Get your skin where it's healthy. Give yourself 6 months to a year before you do anything major like that to let your skin get back to more, where there's more collagen, there's more moisture, there's more lift, and,
There's
just,
more integrity. Yes,
yeah,
correct.
because that doesn't,
Good
just trying
advice.
to get plastic surgery and injections do not fix the problem.
No.
Basically, they're like a band-aid, and then you still don't get the results you want because you haven't done the initial take care of your skin and your face to, before you even consider doing some of those things. So that's why I always tell everybody, go do this stuff first. Give yourself 6 months to a year, see what it looks like, then decide if you're going to do something more drastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
a
there's
good
a, oh,
plastic
go ahead.
surgeon will veer you that way. If you're going in for a consult, and a lot of them have added med spas to their practices for that reason, because
Mm.
it's a great complement to. It's not a replacement, but they work together.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
what are your favorite collagen building treatments? I mean, I know I've done a few different ones, but in your expertise, what do you think is the best?
Um, the best approach that I have found is combination therapy.
Okay.
So combining treatments, but one that everybody has probably heard of is microneedling.
Mhm.
That's probably I say I can close my eyes and tell you yes, you need microneedling because everybody can benefit from it because what it does is builds new collagen.
Mhm.
But it does that by breaking down the skin first and creating an injury to the skin. That's most of the treatments that I do. That's the mechanism of action, but they're just doing it in different ways.
Mm.
And then some of them will show a little more of a, obvious downtime and others don't, like lasers. Lasers aren't always gonna, I have one called laser genesis that is to create collagen. So we call it collagenesis, but that one doesn't give you any downtime. It takes more treatments to get there, but it also builds really good collagen.
Okay.
So yeah, lasers, microneedling, medical grade skincare is always, I consider, part of your treatment. It's not an option. You
Mm.
have 29 days that you're doing and 1 day that I'm seeing you out of the month. So, we have to work together. But as far as skincare, exosomes are really breaking through in the industry. They've been around for a few years, but now all of the lines are coming out with their version of exosomes. You can get them plant based or human derived. I carry plant based ones, but they're like little messengers that tell your skin to produce collagen and stimulate elastin.
Oh.
Elastin is what holds our collagen. Collagen is like the puffy, not puffy. What's the word I'm looking for? Um,
The plump.
Plumping?
Plumped.
Plumping? Okay.
Collagen is the plumping, and elastin is like the snap, the firmness.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want something that's going to get deep enough to be able to work on those two things. So I think one of your questions was going to be about what's the biggest concern in skincare, and
Yes.
it's formulations. Um, there's all these buzz ingredients that people know, and brands are putting them into their products, but there's no formulation testing.
Mm.
So you may be thinking you're using this great vitamin C that's $8 from Amazon, and it's not working, it's not doing anything. You've wasted your money. It's all in the formulation. I can't stress that enough. Like, that's the biggest issue, I think, is because people think they're using the right products, but there's no test on that end formula. And that's
Hmm.
what a lot of when you get what you pay for, those
Yeah.
more expensive lines, they're putting money into the scientific, the clinical, the third party testing. So, yeah, I just wanted to circle back on that
Oh,
because talking about what works and what doesn't, I just hate to see people wasting their money, on things that aren't working.
yeah. What are brands that you would recommend, like you carry and that are worth it? Like this is going to be worth your money. This is what I recommend. What do you think?
Well, medical grade always over the counter. Um,
Okay.
so that first, when you're looking at grade of skincare, so meaning you can't just walk into Ulta or the drugstore and buy medical grade skincare. It's not there. You
Okay.
have to go through a provider like myself, um, or a nurse or doctor. But the lines that I have found to prove the best results are the ones that I carry, which are ZO Skin Health,
Okay.
Skin Better Science, and Illumier MD. So I carry three main lines, and those are.
Now, is there a reason you carry the three? Is it dependent on people's skin type? Maybe one works better for a particular skin type than another, or
Well, yes and no. Through the years, I started out with ZO, and
Mhm.
through the years, as technology and new skincare lines emerge, I added. So I started off with just the one, and then I started carrying Illumier, which is a European grade medical line. So they follow all the EU standards of skincare and ingredients. So if you're more clean conscience, you want products that don't have fragrances or parabens or phthalates, then you want
Ah,
Illumier.
okay. That would be me.
Mm-hmm. And then
And the new line, that new line you're carrying
yes,
is phenomenal. I
yes,
am like, okay, I need more of whatever they've got because
it's better science. Yeah,
it's the delivery method, the pumps, the packaging, everything about it and the way it goes on and the way it sinks in. I mean it just goes right in.
yes,
And it's light and you don't feel I mean, I'm completely sold. So I know I see you next week and I'm gonna be like, yes,
yes,
give it
yeah.
more.
Well, and Allison, you've tried all three of my lines.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's also the clients that I'm just, hey, you've been on this line for a few years. Let's switch you and see what you think of this because your skin also does get used to things after so long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's good to have a variety. And yeah, that's.
Huh, interesting. I know. Now I'm like, I want to make an appointment right now and go see you. I wish
Well, next time you're in
I
town,
could
you need to.
fly right in.
Yeah, we gotta fly her in so she can.
I know.
I
Go
know.
see
Every
you.
time she comes in, she goes, "Shoot, I should have got an appointment with
I
Natalie."
know. It's never
Yeah,
like,
well, you're probably coming in on the weekend and I'm not there, but we'll have to figure that out next time
I
you come.
know. I know.
Yes, next time for sure.
Want to. I've had like a billion skin issues. I finally figured out what works for me, but it would
Good.
be really nice to see you to do some of those other things like the medical grade and add some of those other lines to what I already do to help, like you said, to help with the collagen building and everything.
Well, one
'Cause-
of the unique things too about Natalie is she, for the regular clients that do a membership with her, like I never know what I'm gonna get when I get in. I walk in, she goes, "Let's take a look. Today we're doing this," and so I go into another room and there's either a laser thing going on or the what is it? The oxygen facial, the hydrofacial, the lightening and brightening, I mean, there's
Then we do the
all
light
these different
therapy.
things.
Yeah.
Light therapy, there's the microneedling. So it's really just or throwing in the exosomes with the microneedling. There's so many options. So she takes a look and analyzes how I look and go, today we're doing this. I'm like, okay.
Which we've been utilizing exosomes a lot on you, Allison, with your not eczema, but your
My
What?
my skin issue over the last year, but it's so much better now.
good.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask you? It was back with the exosomes. So the exosomes, is that an additional thing or is that in these products that you carry, the exosomes?
So a lot of lines are formulating products for home, but they're mostly in-office treatments that we're using separate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah, I was a little confused by that. I didn't know, okay, that was in office. It's not something we do at home and part of our
well,
skincare.
it can be, but
Okay.
it starts in the office. It's the source that I get it from. They are it started out kind of being more for healing and post care,
Okay.
but now we're getting to where we're using them on a less concentrated amount every day.
Okay.
Just again, as they've been able to test things and have more data, they've come out with home products. But it started out just being something that you would use in the office. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's another question for you is what is some weird requests that you may have received? Because, we always get weird things.
Yes. That one I haven't had too many weird things. Maybe back in my early years, which, I wasn't able to think of anything as weird as what my mom was able to come up with. So we were talking the other night and she said she had a client come in and wanted her to completely wax her eyebrows off because she was getting the micro pigment
Blading,
Oh,
microblading.
microblading. Yeah.
higher up, like up here.
Oh, geez.
So she wanted to give her eyes a lift without doing it the way that
Flipped.
anybody else.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes,
Permanent surprised look.
yes, wax my eyebrows off, which we never do that because we
No.
don't know if they're going to grow back.
We want more eyebrows.
Want
We don't
more,
want
not
less. We want more
Bigger,
eyebrows.
fluffier brows.
so
Oh my
that one blew
gosh.
me away. But I mean, there's
Okay.
been so many funny things like with coming in the room and clients laying, face down or having the spa wrap like up here instead of down around
Right.
here, little things like that. But yeah.
No one naked. No one naked. No.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Oh.
That reminded me actually of one recently. Um, love her. I wish I had the outgoing confidence that she has. She was so proud that, and on a serious note, she was a breast cancer survivor
Okay.
and had her breast reconstructed and had nipples redone as well,
Oh yeah. Yep.
using the pigment, the tattooing. And so she was just so excited to show me, like the first time I had her in the room. And I was explaining how to put the spa wrap on. She's like, "Oh, I don't need it. Look."
That's awesome.
Good for her.
Hey,
Proud of those
she's
babies.
proud. That was awesome. Oh, that's wonderful. I love
Good for
this.
her.
Always go with the flow. I'm like, okay, just
This is great.
No, that's the
Let me see how those feel. Just kidding. Just
just
kidding.
test them out. Test them out.
facial. No. Oh,
Don't start that. That's going to be a new trend. The people are
that
going
is
to say, "Can I
yes,
get a
that's
breast
one thing
facial?"
I probably would never do.
No, no, no. So it's come in
They've
topless.
done other things like some of the laser stuff to help with like flabby areas or
Mm.
whatever. What was veins? You take care of veins. You
Hmm.
take care of flabby areas that maybe we don't like.
I do take care of the body as well. There's treatments I
Oh,
do for the body, and I think we were going to want to talk about the neck.
oh
Um,
yeah, that's me.
Definitely. That's
Well,
the
in the body, I mean, geez,
biggest
everything
hot
is
button.
like gravity has taken its toll and everything is starting to go down. But me, I've always complained about my neck. That's the one thing that's always bothered me. So I was going to ask you, what I can tell you what I've done, which I've done, why for the neck and the face, I've done, what is it called? Not Sculptra. I did Sculptra on my face once, but I did the neck and face. You could do oh, it starts with an R.
uh, rest,
Radius. Radius?
yes, great,
Radius.
yes. Hmm.
Yes. Yes. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, how did it work for you?
I did three on my neck, one on my face. Initially, I liked it, but I know it's a over time type thing to help build collagen. So I don't know. I'm still kind of not sure about
Okay.
it.
That's, that's what I hear a lot. I think neck treatments and body treatments as well.
Hmm.
There's like a 50 to 70% success rate with treating those areas. I'm
Okay.
not really sure why. And if they can figure it out in the industry, I think it'll be a breakthrough. There's always this new treatment that they say is great for the neck, great for skin tightening. Um,
Hmm.
and I see about 50 to 70% of improvement with clients when I do radio frequency. I use
Hmm.
that a lot for skin tightening, or the collagen genesis that I mentioned earlier, or microneedling. But the best option I think is just surgery.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's
Yeah.
the one thing that and I'm not a big proponent for surgery. I feel like I can do a lot before we get to that point, but dependent on the person and their age, sometimes I've just recommended that they go and get a consult for that.
Yeah, I know. I've been like hemming and hawing because it freaks me out a little bit. So I've tried to do all the different things to help, but it is that my one spot that just seems to
Yeah.
go.
I think
So
it's also too we don't start to treat it till we see that it's starting to age. So prevention is big for that and for the body. So
yeah.
sunscreen, keeping your body and your face as well protected from the sun, because
Hmm.
that, especially at our age, 40s, 50s, and beyond, we are going to see a huge breakdown in the collagen and elastin on our body. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's from just over the years, chronic sun exposure, and just natural aging and oxidative stress, which, we're always under oxidative stress just by living, breathing, working out. That creates oxidative stress. So, it's always, I love collagen as a supplement. I think it really helps.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
that's
Which
something
one
that
do you use as a supplement?
Me or her?
Natalie.
Oh,
right now, right
okay.
now, because I try different ones, I'm using Ayala, Ayala, and that's the one
Oh
that,
yeah, Elia. Yeah, I heard about that one.
yeah,
Okay.
I really like that one. It's got MSM and chondroitin in it, so it's
Mhm.
got a little extra joint and collagen support. So I like that one. I put it in my coffee.
Yeah, that one's like tasteless, odorless kind of one, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I was gonna check that one out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them are. I use the one from Algae Cal, which is the supplement I take for calcium and all that kind of stuff. And
Mhm.
it has the Verisol and Fortibone in it, which I guess that's supposed to be apparently good. I don't know. But yeah, I've been using a collagen supplement for many years now. Like whatever I can do to help, and sunblock and the hat and the whole thing. Because I had really bad cystic. I don't know if Allison told you, I had bad cystic
Oh,
acne from age 17 to pretty much like last year.
oh,
Oh.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
how did you get rid of it?
I started, there's a company called ClearStem that I
Mhm.
started using, and they have a center out here. It's called the San Diego Acne Clinic. And so I went out there and saw their esthetician and came to find out eggs was a big culprit for me.
I've heard that from a
Yeah, would have never known eggs, and I was eating eggs all the time.
right, right. Yes,
I
I've
would
heard
get big cysts. Yeah,
that.
so very interesting. Yeah, interesting. I also take a supplement with DIM in it, dim
Well,
dilomethane, and it has a few other things in it, and that has helped too, as well as
it's
doing
probably,
lymphatic, yeah, and
yeah,
lymphatic
testosterone.
drainage.
Yes.
Pardon?
And are you doing testosterone therapy?
No, mm-mm,
Oh, okay. Okay.
no, no, because if I tried to do testosterone, I think that would cause some cysts as well for me. But I've been doing lymphatic drainage.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that has been huge for on my face. Where before I was just doing it on my body, but I started doing lymphatic drainage with a gua sha on my
Yes.
face, and that just I have to do it every other day.
Yes. That
So,
was going to be one of the other things I was going to mention about what are some things to do at home? What are
yes.
some best practices for skincare? And I love facial exercise, gua sha,
Okay.
anything like that where you can, red light therapy,
Mm,
all of those things are going to help tremendously, but they're
mhm.
more of an accumulative effect.
Yeah.
There's also a microcurrent device that you can use at home. that kind of gives your muscles a little bit of a workout and you get a really nice firming effect. It doesn't last as long, but it's good for working out your face muscles, just like we work out our body. And I think all of us work out. That was
Yeah.
going to be the other thing that I say is just instrumental in aging and in tightening and collagen and elastin is working out, doing
Mm-hmm.
distance training, because just like toning muscles fills out, our figure, same
Mhm.
thing with our face. So doing those, the exercises with the neck, when
Yes.
you're at
Okay.
a stoplight and moving your jaw around. It looks funny when I'm
Oh.
talking, I can't do it. All of those things, they may seem silly, but they work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen some, I've followed some people on Instagram that do those different face therapy things, I guess, like you were saying where you're,
Oh, they're providing it or they
no,
do
no,
it?
you're doing
Okay.
the,
Yeah.
things, or you're doing certain massage and whatnot. Yes. And so I, didn't know that actually did help, with your, skin and
Yeah.
help your face and, elastin and the collagen and whatnot, because
And
I
you
just
can
learned,
do it with your skincare. When you're applying your skincare,
Yeah.
okay.
instead of using your hands, then you use the gua sha or you use some type of massage technique. So it doesn't have to be, extra or take a lot of time.
Okay. Yeah, one of my estheticians that I see, she's actually my neighbor. She does gua sha. So whenever I go get a facial from her, she does the gua sha like the majority of the time. And it just feels really good too. Especially
Yeah.
when someone else is doing it. It's like, oh, this is so lovely.
Just rubbing skincare on helps your skin. It helps tone your skin.
Oh, okay.
My mom and I were talking about as well, because she still does more spa like facials,
Mm.
but she can literally see when they lay down to the end, just using skincare and massaging it in, it stimulates blood flow, it stimulates oxygen. It's, go get your facials. Get monthly facials as often as you can or every other month.
Mhm.
Because
Is that your recommendation once a month?
yes, yes,
Once a month. All
yes.
right.
Yeah, when you're a membership client, you just automatically set up your next 4-week appointment. And that's great
That's so nice.
because one, it's part of self-care. And
Yeah.
as women, we tend to take care of everybody else but ourselves. And so that forces you to go in and take, time to do something good for yourself. It feels good, but it's beneficial. And, Natalie's very good about laying out like, here's the product, use this, and here's the picture, take this picture, use these things in order. I'm like, great. Because I'm the rule follower.
Yeah.
If you tell me what to use in order and when, I will just do it.
People need to be educated because, there's too much bad education going on online,
Hmm.
especially like influencers and TikTok. They're just really, they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
So, just do your due diligence and talk to a professional. Go see somebody in person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And look at your skin, ask you questions, talk about your lifestyle. Because with my membership, that's really the main thing is I want to know how can I help you today so the next time I see you. And then the next time it's going to change of
Hmm.
what you have going on. So how can I help you then? It's going to be different than now.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's like you were saying, like in your workout, you're not doing the exact same exercise every single day for 10 years. You change it. Like when I train people, we change it constantly. I'm always changing it up, shaking it up because you got to challenge your muscles in different ways. And I'm sure the skin is exactly the same. Like you said, gets used to something and you got to change it up. Right. And maybe seasonally too,
yes,
right?
yes, 100%. We
Hmm.
have to adjust our skincare to the environment and the seasons.
Yeah,
Yes.
And
definitely.
it's funny because when I came from California to Tennessee, I mean, we completely changed regimen, products, everything because what worked maybe in California does not work here at all because of we have seasons here.
Yeah.
We have 4 seasons
And
and
humidity.
humidity, and then you'll have winter where it's dry. And so, not that it's harsh or anything, but it just changes up your regimen. That's why she changes treatments every time, depending
Yeah.
on what time of year is it. Well, now we're out of the sun season, so we're in the winter. So we can do stuff that's a little more invasive, a little more aggressive, because it's a little bit drier and you're not going to be out and about maybe as much. But we target all those, and it's great because we kind of like, okay, let's do this, and we'll do this for the next, 3 treatments, and let's see what happens next. So it's always something different. And then your skin does not get used to the treatment, which is fantastic.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Why can't you be here?
Why can't you be here? There you
That
go.
is
Two
true.
against
That is
one. Two
true.
against
I
one.
know. One day we shall see.
Well, I think, this has been great, but
Yes.
if what would be so for people listening, obviously going and getting regular facials and stuff like that, but what are the top 3 to 5 things that people should be doing every single day until they maybe, if they haven't found a good professional, until they do? I know what the number one is going to be, but what are the 3 to 5 must do's every day?
Are you talking about practices or like skincare that you should have?
Skincare, because I can tell you, I know number one that people don't always do, and I know what
Yes.
it's going to be.
Will you tell me what your number one, what you think it is?
No, what I think number one that people do not do is
Wash
wash
your
your
face.
face.
Wash your face.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Wash your face when you get
Yeah.
up. Wash your face before you go to bed.
Yes.
Wash your face.
Uh, yes. One of my very good friends struggles with that. And she'll come to the gym and she's like, I'm wearing my retinol. Is that bad? And I'm like, yes, you cannot go out in the sun with your retinol from the night before. So yes, washing your face. There's a reason that we have skincare steps and different products. They all do something different and then they work synergistically. So washing your face morning and night, key. The second thing I would say is antioxidant or vitamin C.
Mm.
Everybody should be on a vitamin C. The third would be hydration and peptides. So if you're too young to start peptides, if you're 20 or under, you don't need them. 25 maybe and under, but hydration. I see a lot of younger clients that are dealing with oil or acne, and so they don't moisturize. They constantly strip their skin, and that's really not good. So hydration. And then the last one would be regenerating at night and using a retinol or some sort of restorative. It's doing something a little more than your daytime. We want to protect during the day. We want to rejuvenate at night. So more corrective stuff at night, more protection and hydration during the day. And of course, sunscreen, that's a must. So I guess that's 5 things, but
Perfect.
Perfect.
yes.
And if people wanted to reach out to you to ask questions or find out more about your practice, especially people here in the area, but because you have an online presence and you're on Instagram, if people wanted to find out more about you and what you're doing, because say Brigitte follows you and she sees something and she finds somebody in California that does the same thing, at least she can follow and see some of the stuff you're doing. But how can people reach out to you?
Yeah. Well, you can reach out to me. I don't care how you reach out to me. I'll say my phone number if you want to, but the easiest way on Instagram is my handle. It's anew.aesthetics. That's ANEW.AESTHETICS.com. So through there you can book, you can contact me. So that would probably be the easiest place. I think everybody has Instagram.
Yes.
But that's also my website. So if you just type in that, that'll take you to me as well.
Ah, I already follow you. All right.
Yay.
I follow you too.
Oh, you do? Yay. I was like, I thought I did. And I just
Yeah.
looked it up. Nice. And we'll add this to on the transcripts at the end. We can add all of Natalie's information.
Information.
And then so the
And I
skin.
do offer virtual consultations as well. I can do
Oh,
Oh, that's
FaceTime.
great.
So that's complimentary.
that's
Um, so that's something I'm happy to help people at a distance as much as.
that's amazing. And then we can link those products that you talked about, the 3 skincare lines.
Yes, I have online shops and I can ship. And also, if it's not possible, then we can find a provider near them. Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so
Perfect.
much. It's so great to actually
Well,
meet
it's an
you
honor. Thank
in
you.
person, in
Yeah.
Yes, our
quote
first
unquote in
guest.
person.
Yay.
Our
Our
first
first
guest.
guest.
Thank you so
Yay.
much,
Yeah,
Natalie.
this is
We
so
really appreciate
special.
it.
Yeah. Well,
And
thank you. Yeah, and thank you. And remember, with all of this, what do we always say? Give yourself grace because
Yes.
it does, not every day you're gonna do everything. You're gonna go, crap, I forgot to do that. It's okay because you can make it up the next day,
Yes.
right?
Love that.
absolutely.
Well,
Thank you
thank you
so
again,
much.
Natalie, and we'll see you next time. I have no idea what we're doing next, but I'm sure we'll come up with something.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
guys.
Bye.